So it's almost end of our session. So before that, I would like to rewind or conclude in key messages. So what we have covered during this session. So we started with Professor Dan. He covered concepts of hazards, risks, vulnerability, and disasters. Particularly, he emphasized on the differences between hazards and disasters. He also covered the factors triggering hazards in mountain areas. After that, Professor S. Henrik Faria, he presented IPCC AR6 Working Group 1's finding on biophysical aspects of climate change. Very alarming messages he presented. For example, human activities are the main driver of climate change on our planet. And another message was very important for mountain areas. Human influence very likely the main driver of glacial retreat since 1990s. Very important message. Then we heard Professor Mahinder Silaria. He presented concept of weather and climate, differences between weather variability and climate change. Then he presented climate change linkages with food security in mountain areas through presenting a case study from one of the mountainous state in India. After that, we heard Professor Payo Moli. So he presented the linkages of mountain tourism with SDGs and mountain resilience and its linkages with tourism. After that, he presented very importantly the impacts of tourism on the mountain ecosystem, particularly the environmental, socio-cultural, and economic impacts, how tourism is impacting the mountain ecosystems and triggering climate change in mountain areas. Then we heard delegate speakers. Mr. Kinley, he presented climate change impacts on ecosystems in mountain areas. He presented the case of high altitude mountain areas of Bhutan. Very important linkages he established between ecosystems, climate change, and food security in highlands of Bhutan. After that, we had presented from Prakash Singh Thapa. So he presented very viable solution on resilience to natural hazards, how mountain communities uh, uh, can establish viable solution through community-based rehabilitation and mitigation actions. He presented landslide early warning system that I like very much, and I think it will be very useful not only for Nepal, for other countries also, which have very landslide prone areas in our region, especially in Hindu Kush Himalaya. In the last, we heard Dr. Simona. She presented climate change impacts in mountain areas of Romania to presenting the case of Peltines Resort, one of the uh, area Peltines in Romania. Very important messages came up that how climate change is impacting the tourism related activities and Peltines Resort activities. Thank you very much. With this, we are going to conclude this session. So I will hand over to Dr. Hasrat Arjuman for his last words. And from my side, thank you very much and see you soon in another session.
Thank you, Dr. Abid Hussain. You have very effectively conducted this session. So thank you so much. And we have already consumed 10 minutes more. So this session goes officially concluded, and finally it is over. So after 20 minutes, we will meet again in the next session. But in the meantime, this platform will be open for everybody. So different people can chat, no problem. Okay, take care.